So you get a text on your phone and it says, in 2 weeks, the world is going to end. What would you do? Welcome to the Rise to Thrive show. I'm your host, James Boardman. And if you are coming through, then please do let me know. Listen, if you need to get notified, instead of waiting around on the Facebook page, waiting for it to go live, you just want to get a notification about when I go live, when I do my live trainings. At the end, you'll see like this little bell, and you can change your notifications about when you receive notifications when I'm live. It is also the last couple of days to come and join us on the 90-day elite movement, okay, helping blokes build structures and systems to allow them to be in charge of their life, right? Build purposeful direction, build an elite mindset, and head on the direction path that they want to be on, right? So if that's you, if you need to work on yourself, get yourself in there. So somebody asked me this question the other day, and I thought it was a great question. And they said, you get told that the world is going to end in 2 weeks. And you have to kind of imagine it's not going to end in 2 weeks, in case you start overthinking. But imagine if someone said to you, right, we've got 2 weeks left on the planet before the planet explodes, or before it's the end of the world. And you can do anything. What would you do? What would you do? And it was a really intriguing question, because I've asked a couple of people it, and they started spouting off like everything that they would love to do. Everything they would love to do. I said, that's really cool. I said, would you write that down for me? So 2 of them did. Obviously not everyone does it, but 2 of them did, and sent it to me like as a bullet point. And it almost become, and I said to them, give me a top 10. Just give me a top 10. Let's put some structure into it. Give me a top 10 things you'd love to do in those 2 weeks. And then I went through those top 10 things, and I looked at them and I was like, what's stopping you doing them now? Like, these are all the things that you've said that you wanted to do. These are all the things that, like, you want to get done before the world end. But what's stopping you right now? Why does it have to be me saying that the end of the world is 2 weeks away to trigger action? And I sometimes think we struggle to know what we want out of life. Many guys I speak to go, I don't know where I want to go, I don't know what I want. But suddenly when we're confronted with a situation where time is involved, and there is a deadline, and there is an end state, we're like, man, this is what I want to do. Like, I'm all in here, let's go, right? So, what I want you to do in the comments is write the top 3 things that you would do if we had 2 weeks left on the planet, before the world ended in 2 weeks. What would be those top 3 things for you? And then if you're brave enough underneath, write, why would you choose them? And why are you not doing them now? And the way that I kind of have been thinking about life recently is that, could I do more? Could I be doing more with my life? Could I be fulfilling it with more? Could I be cramming or filling the gaps that I'm leaving behind to be more fulfilled, to get the most out of life? And I think the answer is yes, definitely. And I think as I get older, I have more of awareness that just how quickly time is passing. Like, it is nearly Easter, and I feel like only 2 seconds ago we just finished Christmas. And I'm thinking to myself, I'm looking at my kids, they're getting bigger. Like, I'm looking at Darcy, she's standing now. I'm looking at Alba, she's 5 in a couple of weeks. I'm looking at my big 2 kids, and it's not going to be long before my boy is challenging for the throne. My daughter is looking older and more beautiful. Do you know what I mean? My dog is looking wearier. Time isn't standing still, and it's been the theme of the week, right? And if I had 2 weeks to live, or 2 weeks to the world ended, what would I do? What would I try and accomplish? What time would I waste? Well, I wouldn't waste any time. I'd literally cram in as much as you possibly could. And it's This is proof in the pudding that when people are diagnosed with cancer or a disease or something, and they've been given a limited amount of time, they suddenly realise or look or open up or suddenly go to this next level awareness about time. And I've read some reports on this and stories on it, and it's just like, you think that you have forever. You think you have forever. You think you have an abundance of time. You think you can always come back to it. That there isn't an end state or a deadline. So when I talk about the 2 weeks ending, that's your end state. That's the end of the ride. Problem is, we don't know when the end of the ride is, but then suddenly when we're told it, we're like, my God, I need to do stuff. And then we suddenly get back to that point and we're like, I haven't achieved or accomplished anything that I wanted to do. So if you're brave enough, do 3 on the post in here. If you really want to go into this, go on to your notes on your phone and put the top 10 things that you want to achieve this year. Like, do not hold back with this. Like, obviously you have to be realistic. But if you want to go travelling, then you can go over the summer holidays. If you want to get a new job, then find a new job. If you want to ask the girl out that you've been dying to ask out, go and ask her out. If you want to sort your marriage out, sort your marriage out. Whatever it is, it doesn't matter what it is, because every single one of us will have something different that we would want to achieve. We're quite fortunate that we don't have 2 weeks to the end of the world, touch wood. But we do have a limited amount of time. We don't know how much time we do have, but you kind of have to live like there is no tomorrow, right? And that's the way that I'm kind of live. That's the way that my mind is slowly working towards. Live like there is no tomorrow, and make the most of every opportunity, of every special moment with your kid, of every special moment with your wife, with every special moment with your friend. Embrace every happiness and like embrace everything that's happening around you, because one day you're not going to be here and then it's going to be done, and it won't really matter because you'll be dead anyway, but it'll be those painful moments leading up to it thinking, I never reached my potential, I never did all the things that I wanted to do. Life is too short. Life is too short. And if I can just get through to 1 or 2 people saying, dude, what are you doing with your life? Like, what are you doing, bro? And then without all the chops and off, without all of that, but you don't know what I'm going through. Everyone's going through something. Every single one of us. It doesn't matter what we're going, like, you've still got to be showing up. There are no days off here. No days off. All right? This is it, guys. There's no show next week. There's nothing next week. I'm going off to spend 7 days with my family to do just that, because that was one of the things on my list. So I'm coming off social media from Monday for about 7 days. There will be a few opportunities on there to be able to pre-register for our big seminar in November, but that will be it. I'm literally stepping away for 7 days, and I'm going to enjoy it, and I'm going to embrace every part of my kids and my family, and every part of what they bring to my life without my phone. There you go. All right, have a great week. As we get closer, I'll do a couple of posters, just remind you when you're back. We might be looking at a new time. I'm not sure yet. I haven't decided, but I will just let you know. Look out on the Man Coach page, on Instagram or Facebook. Have a great week. Over and out.